Hey y'all, it's your old pal Rick Fairless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punch Wally Garage, Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? All right? Today is Monday, December the 2nd, 2024, year of our Lord, season number 2, episode number 337. In today's show, we were going to talk about the Texas Stadium, where the Cowboys used to play. Let's go. In My Life, the 366 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas in the powerful CHUMP studio. Today's show is brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tool. That's ready2.com, REDITOO.com. Check them out. Also brought to you by Simpson Motorcycle Helmets. If you got $100 head, then you should wear a $100 helmet. But if your head is priceless, like mine, you should wear a Simpson. They are the best. We are a dealer. StrokersDallas.com. Click on the shop. StrokersDallasMerch.com. We're also a dealer for Extreme Charge, the best battery maintenance charger on the planet. They're on sale right now for 30% off, $69.99, something like that. I got 50 of these going right now. StrokersDallas.com, click on shop. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1971. In 1971, my brother and I were 14 and 15 years old. So one of the ways we made a little bit of dough was not by being a baker or a donut maker. They make more dough than us. Get it? Make dough. That's an early dad joke. Stop that. Yeah. If you showed up at the Texas Stadium in our hometown of Irving, Texas, 4 hours before the game, and you wore a white shirt and white pants, and you were 14 or over, they would let you be a vendor. So it wasn't so organized as it is now. So we would show up, stand in line, and my brother was always a bigger, huskier guy, and I was a little skinny kid with asthma. So, my brother would sell Cokes, he would sell peanuts, he would sell, things that were heavier, hot dogs. Well, then they would assign me to sell like cotton candy or popcorn, stuff that was light because I was little and frail, I guess. Depends who you ask. So what we would do is, every time they would give you a rack, and then when you would take the rack back empty, you would give them the money, and they would give you a little ticket, and the little ticket was worth so much money, $1 or $3 or whatever it was. And so the first half of the game, we'd be on adjoining sections. So the first half of the game, we'd go up and down them sections. And then in the second half, halfway through the second half, we would find some empty seats. And then we would go sit down and watch the rest of the game. We didn't care so much about the dough as we did watching the Cowboys play. And we did that, I don't really remember how long. I'm going to say we did it for a few years. But it was a great way to see the football game and make a couple of bucks. Because before they moved to the Texas Stadium, the Cowboys played in the Cotton Bowl out in Fair Park, Dallas. And Mom and Pop had season tickets to Fair Park, to the Cowboy games in the Cotton Bowl. And so they would go to a lot of the games, and then they would get me and Ren end zone tickets for a few bucks. And, even at a young age, we would sit alone in the end zone watching the football game. And I guess back then you could do that. You know, there wasn't the meanness back then that there is now. Was there meanness? Yes, there was meanness. Look at old Lee Harvey and some of them nut jobs. But it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. So working at the Texas Stadium was great because when they moved from the Cotton Bowl to Irving and the Texas Stadium, Pop couldn't afford the seats, so he didn't have season tickets. So if we wanted to watch the game, we worked it. And it was hot in the summer and cold in the winter, you know. Wonder if I still got those white pants and white shirt. I'd probably still fit into them. All right, let's check that chuck. Check that chuck. You big old... Ooh, you got those green high top chucks on. They made out of leather? No, they're made out of Gore-Tex, I think. What's Gore-Tex? Waterproof. Oh, you getting much water, do you? Well, I may start. So you got the logo there. White toe, white sole. I don't like to brag. 2 black racing stripes, boot bottom, can't afford vent holes, green shoestrings, 1 eye down, double knotted for safety. These are, say it with me, y'all, these are some handsome chucks. Let's check that office. Okay, where you want to go? Well, let's go right up here. So this was in, I think, Keystone. And that's me, Joe T, my brother Rand, and we're obviously drinking some beer. We'd been riding our motorcycles. We're wearing shirts that say squirrels. That's a long story, but we had a good time. You know, I've been to Sturgis like 38 years in a row, so this was one of those times, and we really enjoyed it. And I enjoy hanging out with Joe T, and I always enjoy hanging out with my brother. My brother's been my best friend for, let's see, how old is he? I'm 68, he's 67. He's been my best friend for 67 years. So it has come to my attention that I forgot Grandma's calendar yesterday. I remembered at the end. What was Grandma Golda doing 75 years ago today, yesterday? December the 1st, 1949. Grandma wrote, "It's cold today." Charles, and it was a Thursday. Charles and I went to town this evening. Harry went to practice tonight. Wonder what kind of practice he went to. So 75 years ago today, December the 2nd, was a Friday. Grandma wrote, "Harry quit school today." Uh-oh. We went to a box supper at Doxy. I'm not really sure what a box supper is. I think it's where you make your supper in a box and you go to town and everybody swaps or something. Somebody explain to me what this box... Yes, I can Google it. I'm giving you a chance to show out here. Talk about a box supper. That means you'll Google it and tell me. Okay. Harry quit school. That's my dad. 1949. He'd have been 16. Dad joke. How many paranoid people does it take to change a light bulb? Who wants to know? So you notice on my flannel shirt today, I'm wearing it kind of as a little jacket. It's supposed to be in the low 60s today. So I got a long sleeve shirt on, and then I got this on kind of as a jacket. So what I do on mine, see, I got the Strokers Dallas patch on there. We sell those here for like 20 bucks. So if you want one of these flannels, buy one of those patches too, and we'll sew it on for nothing. Okay? StrokersDallasMerch.com. Get off the couch in motivational minutes. Stop taking directions from people who never got to where you're going. True. All right, I got to go. I ain't got time for the... I'm going to leave you with this. Love you, Alice. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.